Welcome to this explainer. Right now, there is an invisible, multi-billion-dollar battle happening right under our noses, and it is actively reshaping the future of the technology you use every single day. We're talking about a silent chip war, one that's completely rebuilding the foundation of everything, from the smartphone in your pocket to those massive data centers currently powering the AI revolution. But to really understand this silent war, we have to start with a very basic yet absolutely crucial question about the hardware you use. What language does your computer actually speak? You see, at the lowest level of your hardware, way before your operating system or your software even enters the picture, there has to be a fundamental vocabulary that your processor understands.
We call that basic language, an instruction set. It literally just tells a processor what to do. Simple, right? But here's the catch. For decades, this foundational infrastructure of computing was treated like an untouchable black box. It was something you just paid a massive licensing fee for, and you never questioned it, because, well, you basically only had two choices.
Which brings us to Section 1, the silent chip war, the duopoly of compute.
For years, we've essentially lived under a proprietary duopoly. On one hand, you have ARM, which licenses its instruction set to companies like Apple and Qualcomm for a pretty hefty fee. And on the other, you have x86, which is controlled almost entirely by Intel and AMD. Basically, they act as wealthy gatekeepers, charging rent to the rest of the industry. But right now, there's an open disruptor shaking things up called RISC-V, and it offers a completely free open-source promise. Anyone can use the architecture without paying a single dime in royalties.
Let's look at Section 2, Breaking the ARM Tax, the 2026 turning point.
Because RISC-V costs absolutely nothing to license, companies can now design their own chips without paying what engineers in the industry openly and quite begrudgingly refer to as the ARM tax. Think about it. When you're manufacturing millions of smartphones or outfitting massive server farms, dodging that ongoing tax fundamentally transforms your bottom line. It's a game changer. But for a long time, the industry was a little hesitant to make the jump.
Why the hesitation? Well, it all stemmed from an old criticism that RISC-V was just too slow. But guess what? That excuse officially died in early 2026. After years of trailing behind, high-performance RISC-V cores finally reached genuine performance parity with ARM's absolute top-tier server designs. The ultimate speed barrier wasn't just broken here, it was completely shattered.
Moving on to Section 3, the heavyweights make moves. Billions of dollars in play.
To see this in action, just look at veteran chip architect Jim Keller's company Tenstorrent. And keep in mind, Keller is the legendary mind behind Apple's M-series chips and AMD's Zen architecture, so he knows his stuff. Unlike traditional ARM, which forces customers to use a sealed, proprietary black box, Tenstorrent radically hands its customers the actual source design using open-source RISC-V. They even launched their Black Hole AI chip in April 2026, which is built on a totally different computing approach than the GPUs NVIDIA has spent 2 decades refining. And we need to be clear here, this open strategy isn't just some theoretical hobby project for tech nerds. It has already attracted massive, real-world paying customers. We're talking about global consumer electronics and automotive giants like LG, Hyundai, and Samsung. They are actively backing this vision with their wallets. Meanwhile, the legacy players certainly aren't standing still. Qualcomm is rapidly building an empire through some very strategic acquisitions. In late 2025, they snapped up RISC-V designer Ventana Microsystems. By early 2026, they acquired the AI deployment platform Modular. And before the end of 2026, they are expected to ship custom RISC-V silicon for a major unnamed hyperscaler. They are pivoting incredibly hard and incredibly fast. To put into perspective just how serious this pivot actually is, Qualcomm dropped close to $4 billion just to acquire that AI platform Modular. $4 billion. They are aggressively circling RISC-V as a highly serious, long-term data center strategy. The frenzy even reached a point where Qualcomm was rumored to be eyeing Tenstorrent for an acquisition valued somewhere between $8 and $10 billion. Now, Jim Keller did push back on that specific framing, clarifying that rather than an outright sale, he's actually pitching both Qualcomm and Intel CEOs on using Tenstorrent's chip designs as licensable technology. But either way, the biggest names in silicon are absolutely desperate for a piece of the RISC-V pie.
The momentum is wild. By early 2026, RISC-V was already showing up in more than a quarter of all new chip projects across the entire industry. Capturing 25% of a massive global market practically overnight, that is virtually unheard of in hardware development.
And it is not just Qualcomm and Tenstorrent driving this shift. Titans like Meta and Alphabet are directly deploying RISC-V cores right inside their own flagship AI accelerator chips. Think about the scale of that. The very companies defining the future of artificial intelligence are trusting this open architecture to power their most advanced hardware.
Which naturally leads us to Section 4, the era of silicon sovereignty, why this paradigm shift matters. So why does this matter? Well, it really comes down to the harsh financial reality of modern technology. Right now, the cost of AI compute absolutely dominates corporate budgets. And when proprietary instruction set licensing fees drain that capital even further, companies are going to look for a way out. Adopting royalty-free RISC-V acts as the ultimate financial escape hatch because it entirely eliminates those massive ongoing fees.
But hey, saving money is really only half the story here. By not paying someone else for an underlying design, these hyperscalers achieve something much more valuable: end-to-end control. They get total dominance over their profit margins, absolute authority over their product roadmaps without having to wait on ARM or Intel, and total control over their entire supply chain.
In fact, the industry actually has a specific name for this ultimate goal: silicon sovereignty. It's the ability to design and build your own custom chips without depending on someone else's proprietary blueprint. It is a total, massive departure from the decades-old mentality of treating chip infrastructure as something you merely rented from a gatekeeper.
It's a revolution hidden entirely in plain sight, happening right inside the devices sitting on our desks. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. As the world's largest tech companies quietly build a future where they never have to pay to license a chip language ever again, we're left with one massive, lingering question. Is the golden age of proprietary tech empires finally coming to an end,